Everybody wants to know the best optics for their Fujifilm camera, and underneath this undershirt, I have it. Bar none, I make no jokes. What's underneath here is absolutely the best optics for your Fujifilm camera. And I can guarantee you, you almost never talk about it or think about it. And let me show you what it is. Here it is, right here. Now, if you think I'm punking you, which I'm not into that at all. I'm absolutely not. This is a Godox 685 NEX Pro trigger. There's also a 860 unit, which uses a rechargeable lithium pack instead of 4 AA's. Everybody, including you, including me, pardon me, are always going on about lenses, the best lens, and I've got every Fujifilm lens, but there's nothing that's going to help your photography better. Now, if you do landscape or architecture, obviously this is a problem. I'm talking about in general, than a speed light. And there's, out of 5,600 some videos, there's only 2 or 3 things that I've ever said, just shut up and buy it. Just don't even think, I don't care what you, buy it. No, no, no. It's like, is this for you? Is this in your budget? Is this, for what the type of photography you do? And obviously this is not beneficial for landscape. Actually, if you do time exposures on a tripod, and it was my favorite thing back in photography school, I'd walk around and use this as a paintbrush of light, if you will, for late night time exposures using a speed light. So you actually can use it for landscape, but only in certain circumstances. Nothing's going to help your shots better than lighting. It's all about lighting. As much as I and you and everybody loves to go on about lenses, it's lighting. If you have a Fujifilm camera, both of these together, it depends on where you live at, but here in the United States anyway, it's $170 for both. $110 and $70, or both of them for $170. This is the new X Pro trigger. By the way, the AF assist beam on this works really, really good. The only issue it actually has is that this battery door comes off too easy, so put this Velcro strip on there to prevent that from coming undone. But really, instead of like lusting after your next, what about lenses? The new 16 millimeter f2.8 lens. That lens is $400. That's as cheap as it gets for Fujifilm lenses. This little lens, $400. That's really cheap for a lens. Both of these together are 170. Honest to God, if you're lusting after your next, set aside at least $170 for the speed light and trigger. Nothing will help your shots better than lighting. It just won't. Did not mean to punk you in this video. I'm just trying to make a point, is that, everybody just lenses, and, it's about lighting. I wouldn't even dream of taking a trip or going anywhere without lighting. It's like, well, which lens do I take? Because I know, what lighting do you take? They can do a lot more, and this is a fact, doesn't matter if it's Nikon or Fujifilm or Sony or anybody else, you can do a lot more with a crappy lens and lighting than you can with the best lens money can buy with the best output in the world and no lighting. That's a fact. There's also a reason why 95% of professional photography is flash photography. We say flash photography, what we mean is xenon bulb photography, whether it be studio strobe or Godox 8200 or a speed light or 3000 watt second studio strobe. They're all xenon tube. So I beg and implore you, if you want to be happy, sensor saturation is everything and nothing. Also too, and I've mentioned this many times, but nobody seems to catch on to it, when it comes to over elements and over corrected lenses that have poor micro contrast, much of that can be overcome with a powerful short duration burst from a xenon bulb, xenon tube, which is of course in a speed light and a studio strobe. It will overcome a lot of that. That pop, the zing, the saturation, the tonality. Please, God, consider buying one of these. Just, $400 for the cheapest Fujifilm lens versus $170 for speedlight and radio trigger. This is what you should be buying next if you don't have it. I mean, you should. Why haven't you? This is the best thing for your photography right here. Not the next lens. It's just not. It's this. Okay? And there's not a single professional photographer, no matter how much someone hates me or can't stand me or can't stand my voice, there's not a single professional photographer on this earth that can deny anything said in this video. That is a hardcore fact. It's like, yeah, I hate that guy, but he's right. It's all about lighting. You know, you gotta have lighting. You know, stop collecting lenses for 10 seconds and buy yourself some damn lighting. For God's sakes. Okay? Have a lovely weekend. I'm gonna go out walking and take pictures. Thank you.